I may have gone overboard. So not only have I been MIA for 3 months, but obviously I've been collecting stuff that we've ordered the past 3 months for homeschool and beyond. And today I'm going to share with you, I'm going to open it up. I don't even remember what I bought, to be honest. So it's going to be a surprise for all of us. I'm sure my memory will be jarred as soon as I open the packages, but let's get to it. And if you're new here, I'm Xuan, and I share all things about slow living in the suburbs and homeschooling, obviously. I don't even know where to put all this stuff. Ugh. And to have some quiet, I kicked my kids out. They're outside taking care of the chickens, playing with the dog, and probably arguing. So hopefully they stay out there for a while. But if not, I'm going to try and make this video like 15 minutes long. Yeah, so I have no clue what I bought. So let's dig in. And here we have some felt tip pens, and I think this was for art journaling. Can't guarantee, but that's what I think. And it's not that we haven't been homeschooling these past 3 months. I've just not been creating content, and that feels really good. Out here, I don't know why I ordered this calendar, but we have a wall calendar. I think it's because I usually during the holidays I make like a calendar, family calendar, and I send it out to all our family members, but I did not do that this year. Well, I did do it. I just didn't do it until like 2 weeks ago. I did it, and they're not in yet. And obviously I ordered this before I even attempted to make our calendars. So our calendars are actually from March to March. March 2024 to March 2025. So whatever. All right. Erasers. I believe. Or, yeah. I don't even remember ordering these. It's like a whole box of these erasers, the Ticonderoga, the white erasers. I like the white ones because they just, they don't leave a mark. And it's just better. But I do, the pen, is it Pentax? The other, like the cube, the other type of erasers, I'm not sure what they're called. So as you guys know, or some of you know, we homeschool here in California through a public charter school that caters to homeschoolers. It's basically independent study charter school. And we have like a homeschool teacher that just makes sure that we are keeping on track and doing all the state testing and all that stuff. And we get funds that we can use for enrichment activities and classes, etc. And we also got like $100 gift card, Amazon gift card, or something like that for books. And so my kids ordered a bunch of books. And normally I try not to buy books. We check out books from the library. But for my kids' favorite books, like they love Rick Riordan, so they got that book. And I think there's a ton of other books in here as well. Oh, almost out of the magenta printer ink. More books. All right. My kids are going to be happy. They've been wanting me to open up these books for a while, and I haven't. I'm like, I'm going to make a video, and yeah. 3 months later, we got my middle son. He loves chickens, so I got him this book here. Demigods and Magicians from Rick Riordan. I don't know where we're going to put all these books because our bookshelf is already like full. The Red Pyramid. We have here, reading material for my 2 youngest so they can continue learning to read. They like Star Wars stuff. A lot of like the beginning reader books. Maybe because my kids are, we didn't read a lot of like babyish kind of books, And so I think they don't want to read things that are babyish. So Star Wars it is. My youngest also loved Elephant and Piggy, which I guess is kind of childish, babyish. I don't know. Oh, got a new dictionary because my middle grader needs a better dictionary. The one we have doesn't have all the words. It's just for kids. And Mixed by Ari Chung. I am half Asian. I'm mixed race, and so I like to get books that incorporate or talk about mixed race or talk about Asians, because that is something we don't find a lot in our history books. which I have another video coming out soon with my thoughts on all the history curriculum out there. All right, next we have The Serpent's Shadow. I think it's the series, right? It's that. It's the Egyptian series. And Because by Mo Willems. We're big fans of Mo. School supplies. More ink, yellow. I'm just gonna pile everything. Oh, my favorite pens. These are the Papermate Profile ballpoint pens. Love these. And of course, some Ticonderoga pencils. I like the black ones because, you know, take the girl out of the goth scene. Still part of her. Many, many, many years later, it's still part of her. We have The Bad Seed. I love this series of books. There's like there's another one about an egg, right? I Survived. Love these I Survived books. We were kind of limited, like, so we had to choose books from the Amazon bookshelf for the grade level that my kids are in, and they were kind of limited. And some of the books my kids wanted were at different grade levels, but they couldn't get it. I mean, we could have gotten it, but then we'd have to pay out of pocket. And, you know, I think it's a fair trade here in California. To me, it seems like free money, but not really. We get, because taxpayers, right? But we get school funds. It changes every year. So I think we like $3,200, $3,400 a year, maybe more. The older they get, the more you get, because classes cost a lot more. We use that for like enrichment classes, curriculum, and school supplies, stuff like that. And in exchange, we take standardized tests. And I'm okay with it because we do our proudest work, but our worth is not dependent on what scores we get on those tests. So we just do what we can. How the Crayons Saved the Rainbow. I don't think we have this one. We have like the other books in the series. We don't have that one. And Sam and Dave Dig a Hole. Sam and Dave Dig a Hole. And I think I have one box left. But anyways, here in California, they keep passing laws that inhibit, I think, the independent study, the homeschool charter schools out there, just because charter school teachers are not part of the union. That's one thing to consider and to think about. And then also a lot of people were realizing that they could homeschool their kids and they would get money to do it. And so they were pulling out their kids in droves, especially like after COVID and stuff. You know, school districts don't want that because they're dependent on the money to fund their schools. For like each student, they get like so much money for each student, right? The newest law is that now it is required. Like there's no opting out of the state tests. So I think there's gonna probably be an influx of homeschoolers that are gonna leave the state system, I guess, basically, like completely, and file what's called a PSA, Public School Affidavit. If you're from California and interested in learning more about how to homeschool, like all the different ways to homeschool, let me know and I can make a video about that for you, because there's more than one way to homeschool here in California legally. Or my last box, I still have my decorations from the Lunar New Year. More books. We have Wolf in the Snow, The Rooster Who Would Not Be Quiet. Lots of books this time. The Chalice of the Gods and the Percy Jackson book. I guess we don't have that. I thought we had all the Percy Jackson books. Another I Survived, D-Day. Ready Player One. I got this one for my oldest because we just watched the movie. I used to have this book. I got it a long time ago when it first came out, and it was, it was really good. And then I don't keep books. I pass it on to friends or I donate them. And I got rid of that one, but my son wanted to read it, so I got a new one for him. And then here we have The Trials of Apollo. Tried listening to the audiobook of this. It's all about the narrator. If the narrator is not good or if they're annoying, then you just don't want to read it or listen to it. And before I go, I just want to share what I bought for myself, because it's really not all about the kids when it comes to homeschooling. I need to fill my cup so that I can pour into theirs. And so, for one, I noticed that I was ruining a lot of my clothes. I was going through my clothes like I do every season, and I donated a bunch because there were stains on it. So I ended up getting a bunch of these like cute aprons from Etsy, and hopefully I'll be able to save my clothes because I'm tired. I don't want to keep buying clothes. You know, I have a minimal wardrobe and I don't want to have to get rid of them because I ruined them and have to buy something new. And talking about ruined, also, I had to buy a new cover for my duvet. I have 2 covers right now and I alternate between them. You know, when one's washing, I put another one on. My dog ripped my white one and I didn't want to get another white one because white gets dingy after a while. I like the look of white linens, but it just gets really dingy. So I got this dark blue, and plus our bedroom is white. The walls are white, so have some contrast. So I got this dark blue linen duvet cover sheet set thing. And it's from Quince. If you haven't heard from Quince, it's like a really affordable brand and you get like nice quality things. They like cut out the middleman, which is why everything is super affordable. So highly recommend Quince. I also have like some of their clothes too. I have a silk dress and I have another, I think a jersey dress or tencel or something like that. And I have like a cashmere lounging wear thing. It's like joggers, cashmere joggers, and a cashmere like zip up hoodie. It's totally comfy and it's been awesome during our crazy weather that we've been having here in California. I know those of you that live in the Midwest or on the East Coast, you've been having worse weather than we have, but for us, it's unusual to get all this rain. Talking about rain, I planted wildflowers in my front yard, so hopefully I get a super bloom and don't have to deal with all the crowds of people here in California trampling on the wildflowers to take pictures. This one I didn't buy, but my mom bought, and I just love they're like hot water pots. Like we use a lot of hot water here in our household. It's like an Asian thing, I think. So this will be my 3rd one in like 20 years. So thank you, Mom. Love you. And I also got a bunch of linen towels from Etsy as well. I think like they're French linen towels. I just love linen. Linen is just a wonderful fabric. It's eco-friendly and it just looks good. And I like things. I like pretty things. And I feel like I can have pretty things again because my kids are getting older. Don't have a baby in tow anymore. So yeah, more pretty things to light up my life. And talking about pretty things, I bought myself a Wonder Oven from Our Place. I have a few of their pans and pots and pans. They're just too cute to pass on. So it's like a multi-cooker. And I'm not too sure where I'm going to put it because our kitchen is small. Maybe I'll put it back here where my mixer is. But yeah, I just wanted it because it's just, sometimes you just want to bake something small. So basically, it's like a toaster oven, but it's cuter than the one I currently have, and it air fries too. So it's like both. It's like a toaster oven and an air fryer all in one. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.